the Browns on a cover. But that said, my favorite play from this one is under 42 points. Appreciate all of you joining us. Make sure you're following us at Butt Fumble Sports on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and at Sports Fumble on Twitter. The next game we're going to talk about is between two teams that aren't going to the playoffs, but have interesting storylines, to say the least. The Arizona Cardinals limp into Week 17 with a 4-11 record, while the Atlanta Falcons are 5-10 and are still mathematically alive in the NFC South. This game is on Fox, where I see it the Falcons are a 4-point favorite, and the over-under is set at 41 points. Some gambling trends before we go around and get everyone's analysis. The home team is 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 meetings. The Falcons are 7-3 against the spread in the last 10 games they've had versus NFC opponents, while the Cardinals are 11-5 against the spread in their last 16 road games. The over is 5-1 in the last 6 meetings in Atlanta, while the under is 4-0 in the Falcons' last 4 games overall. Adam, I'll start with you. What are your thoughts on this game between the Cardinals and the Falcons?
Yeah, this is one of those games I mentioned earlier. Two teams that don't have really much to play for all as far as a playoff scenario, but playing for jobs. Arizona really played tough against Tampa and had a chance to win that game late. Didn't get it done. Atlanta went to Baltimore and lost to McSorley versus Ritter. To me, I don't even know where to go on this side of this one. I guess you can lean Atlanta on the money line at home. I wouldn't lay the points. And as far as the over/under, I know the trends lean towards the under, but since these teams have nothing to play for, this defense is really going to try to shut the other team down. So I can see that total being a little bit lower, maybe buy it down a point or two and play on the over. So for me, I'm not even going to play this game, but that's what I would do. I would take Atlanta with the money line and buy it down and take the over if I had to play it.
Loeb, what are you going? Where are you going in this game?
I like the over as well. Last 4 games between Cardinals and Falcons have hit over, and I think that's both teams will do enough to cover that. As far as the game goes, though they're two teams that are kind of out of it, they're also two teams that are kind of like different. I think Atlanta's a little bit more happy with where they're at than Arizona, who seems to be just waiting for Cliff Kingsbury to get out of there. I think his voice is lost in the locker room. So I'll take the Falcons and I'll take the over.
I can understand why you're going in that direction. I really am not touching this game right now. I tend to lean towards where Lope is thinking, but for now, I'm avoiding this game altogether. Don't have a good feel on this one. Maybe it comes out in the injury report that gives something away. There are only a few things I like in this game, and it's really the running backs for the Atlanta Falcons. I could see Patterson and Algier having good games, but I'm really avoiding this one. I really don't have a good sense of it. And with that said, I'd rather try and avoid it and give out some bad advice. So I won't touch this one for now. But that said, curious to know where Public Line pushes this one. I was surprised that the Falcons were 4-point favorites. I know Desmond Ridder showed a bit of life in that game against the Ravens, but he had a bad first half, good second half. Don't know what to make of it. Appreciate all of you joining us. Make sure you follow us at Butt Fumble Sports on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and at Sports Fumble on Twitter.